Today we're doing a review of the pricing, the wear and tear, how to wear it, and ultimately if it's worth it, of Cartier's 18 karat triple gold, which means it has yellow gold, rose gold and white gold, silk Trinity cord bracelet. Welcome back. My name is Vivian and this is Vivian Vogue, my corner of the internet where I make videos on fashion, beauty, luxury items, travel, lifestyle. So if you like that kind of stuff, please hit subscribe down below. I would really appreciate it. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok, which is also Vivian Vogue, and I post daily content about those topics. Today we're talking about one of Cartier's cheapest entry pieces, which is this triple gold, meaning it has yellow gold, white gold and rose gold, which are typically the three main colors of gold that you get, Trinity silk cord bracelet. We're going to cover the pricing of when I bought it versus the pricing of it now, if I think it's worth it, if I would buy it again today, how to wear it, the wear and tear, how dirty it gets, and how you can ultimately make this a new bracelet every time you visit Cartier for free. Starting with the symbolism behind the Trinity collection, this is what my Cartier sales associate told me, and I believe that if you Google it, there's a little bit online about this. So the Trinity collection is essentially these three circular bands of gold in yellow gold, rose gold and white gold, all interwoven together into one circular feature. The different golds are meant to represent three different types of love that you find in life, with the yellow gold representing romantic love, the rose gold is supposed to symbolize friendship or platonic love, and the white gold is supposed to represent familial love, so like the love of a mother, the love of a father, sibling love, and all three colors interwoven together into one band is meant to represent all the different types of love that you experience in life. I actually think the Trinity collection is really underrated by Cartier. They currently have this necklace out that I really love and that I've been kind of eyeing to get, but the Trinity is not as popular as the Love collection, which obviously are like the bracelets that everybody knows, and that's probably what Cartier is most famous for. So for those who want to get a piece of Cartier but something that's a little bit more understated luxury, the Cartier Trinity line is a really good place to look. Little story about when I purchased my bracelet. So I purchased mine in 2017 and this is everything that it came with. I didn't actually purchase it for myself. I am one of two siblings, so it's funny, there are three of us all together. We are three sisters, and so we actually all purchased them for each other for our birthdays, if that makes sense. So the two siblings would purchase it for the third for their birthday. I thought it was like very symbolic for us because obviously three different types of gold, three circular rings, and three siblings. My sisters purchased it for me. It came obviously in the Cartier bag, the box bracelet here. So you have the outer box which opens like so, and then the inner box which is more like the ring pouch, and it's just got a little like thing, a rivet I guess, for you to like hang the chain on. This is really beautiful. I love like the spring closure, works really well. Cartier have some of the best luxury packaging out of any brand in my opinion. And I received the velvet travel pouch, which is just really understated red velvet, and when you travel you can just put earrings or rings, or in this case the bracelet in here. It's just two button closure. It does say Cartier on the inside. I really love this when I'm traveling, but you do need to be careful because it's not a zip. Things can often fall out on the side, so usually I'll put this inside like a jewelry case or something if I'm traveling. This is the original receipt from when my siblings purchased it for me. So you get the Cartier authenticity certificate, and this just confirms that it is 18 karat gold, which we know, and the authenticity code and the date of when it's purchased, and Cartier stamp it. This paperwork here is the price of when we purchased it, and you can see that when we purchased this in 2017 it was 810 Australian dollars. About the pricing, as you saw when I purchased it in 2017, it was 810 Australian dollars. Now it retails on the Cartier website and in their store for $1,480. So that's almost double the price in less than 10 years. Personally, whilst I love this bracelet, and I'm going to get into the wear and tear, the wearability, I personally wear this every day, and we'll get into how dirty it gets and how you can clean it. And even for me, as somebody who loves this bracelet, mostly because of the symbolism, because it reminds me of my sisters, it reminds me of my family. I got it for a milestone birthday. It's very sentimental to me. I don't personally think that if I lost it today, and I hope I never do, that I would ever purchase it again, seeing it's over $1,000. And the reason that I don't think it's worth the current price tag of over $1,000 is because of the materiality. So if we look up close at it, yes, you have these three beautiful bands of the yellow gold, rose gold, and white gold. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. And that is 18 karat gold. However, the rest of this bracelet is just silk cord. Like, imagine it was just cotton. Understand that it's silk, which is a premium material, but it's still literally just fabric. And that in itself, if you're just paying for the gold, these 3 little pieces, even if they are high quality 18 karat gold, are not worth over $1,000. Even at the time of when my siblings purchased it for me and it was $800, I thought that it was a bit of a splurge, and it is expensive, and you are paying for the luxury name of Cartier, the same way that a Chanel bag is not actually worth $12,000. The material cost is maybe a couple $1,000s at most, and you pay the premium to have the brand name associated with it. My personal opinion, as somebody who has had this bracelet since 2017 and genuinely worn it every single day since, those who follow me on Instagram and TikTok would see in every photo and every video, this is the one thing I never take off. I have my Rolex, I still take this off when I shower, when I sleep, when I go swimming, when I go traveling. This bracelet comes with me. I wear it to the gym, I've worn it to the sauna, I've worn it to the pool, I've worn it to the doctors unless I'm getting a surgery and I need to take it off. But this bracelet genuinely never comes off me. It's definitely by far the one thing in my life that has the most cost per wear that I own, and I still personally don't think it's worth over $1,000. Monetarily wise, what I would say is if you already own this piece, great job. I think it was a good investment considering how much it's increased in price. People that are looking to purchase it now, I personally would not recommend purchasing one brand new from the Cartier store just based on the materiality value. However, you could probably find a secondhand one from a luxury reseller for significantly less. Moving on to why I love this bracelet and have worn it every single day since I bought it in 2017. I just find it's so casual and like it works every day, either on its own, and it's very easy to wear. What works is when you purchase it, you go to the Cartier store and they will show you a tray of colors, and it really depends on how busy and how popular your Cartier store is based on how many colors they'll have. I've been to Cartier stores where they only have 4 or 5 different colors to choose from, and they're usually quite basic colors, like they'll have black, white, maybe like 1 pop of pink and 1 pop of blue. But I've also been to Cartier stores where this is the selection of colors and you have a rainbow of colors to choose from. When you purchase it, you pick the color that you want. I always typically pick this like really beautiful, like soft rose petal pink, just because I find it goes with a lot of my clothing. I find it's a very neutral color. It works with my skin tone. And then they take it behind the scenes and they tie it. There's no real secret way to how to tie it. I'm sure if you Google, there are videos showing you how you can tie this. Therefore, you could also change this yourself. If you go to an arts and crafts store and purchase any like silk rope or any other kind of like ribbon that you wanted to use, you could tie this bracelet yourself. As I mentioned, the materiality that it's made out of outside of the gold is very invaluable and very easy to swap over yourself. But essentially you buy it from the store, they'll give it to you like this, and they typically help you put it on. How it works is there are these 2 ropes and you pull them to make them looser, and you pull one of the strings in the loop here to make it tighter, and that's how it works. So this is me making it very loose like that, and then I put my fingers through and then pull these ropes here to make it tight again. It's hard to film on camera, but when I am doing this on my own, I just do this, and it's very easy to like take on or off yourself, or in summer when your hand like swells up. So you can see that took 3 seconds. When your hand swells up, you can make it looser. In winter, when your skin is tighter, you can make it tighter. That is why I personally find this one of the most versatile, durable pieces of jewelry that I own. Because there's no clasp, there's literally nothing for this bracelet to sort of get in the way of. I've never had an issue with this bracelet snagging on my clothes or handbags or in a door frame or like anything. It's very, very easy to wear, very, very minimal. It's not very flashy at all. So if I wasn't wearing my watch, I feel like you barely even notice it, which I really like. It's a very understated piece. I feel like most people aren't even familiar with this being from Cartier, so you can feel safe to wear it about in public and not have like lots of eyes on you or feel like you're being very flashy. However, for all the reasons that I mentioned that I love it, which is that you can wear it in winter, you can wear it in summer, you can wear it when your hands swell, when your hands get smaller, and it's very like versatile and easy to adjust and make it bigger and smaller. I will say that because I wear it all year long, it does get quite dirty. And the part that shows it the most is usually these knots here. So I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but you can see there's sort of a bit of like a gray film here, which is literally just sweat water, dirt, dust accumulating over years. And with these, because it's just silk cord, you can't necessarily clean it. It's not like a precious metal where you can polish it, or you can take it to the store and they can like clean it with a cloth or even like an ultrasonic cleaner. Essentially how you clean this is by taking it to Cartier whenever you feel like you want a new one, asking them to change it over to a different color or just replace the exact color that you have. And then they voluntarily, and this is my favorite thing about this bracelet, all over the world, Cartier has this free program where they will voluntarily change the bracelet as much as you want. This has been really fun for me when I go traveling. I've been to Japan and I've changed the color. I go to New York and I've changed the color. And it's just a really fun sort of like temporary souvenir, because obviously the cord doesn't last forever. I'm not gonna lie, I've had this very specific like pink one at least for the last 2 or 3 years, because I've just been very lazy to change it. And personally, I don't feel like I really need to change it. It doesn't smell, it doesn't feel gross. It probably doesn't have as vibrant a color as when I got it, but I really like the understated muted pink anyway, so that doesn't really bother me. But the fun thing is, when you go traveling anywhere in the world, any Cartier store in the world, you don't need to purchase anything. You can just take this bracelet in and ask them to replace the color of the cord. The best thing about this is that it's an entirely free service. I have made a video on my TikTok about this before, and my Instagram, which I will link in the description bar below if you want to watch that. But I think that this is a great like loyalty service that Cartier offer for their purchases, especially considering the low entry point of this bracelet. So when I purchased this bracelet in 2017 for $800, I've probably had this bracelet changed 5 or 6 times. And when you think about the material cost to Cartier to change it, considering it is just a silk cord, it probably cost them less than $20 to change it, so it's not really anything. But for you or for me, like, it's really fun to like go overseas and go to see the Cartier store and like feel like you're getting this really fun little souvenir of changing the bracelet. However though, that again, I don't think the current price of these bracelets, which is over $1,000, is even worth warranting that. However, if you do have it and you didn't know that, you can essentially get a brand new version of these bracelets from any Cartier store in the world by changing the color for free. The one negative thing I have to complain about this process is that annoyingly, when you change over the bracelet, Cartier do not give you the old bracelet back. I currently got the pink bracelet. Often on Chinese New Year, I will go to the Cartier store and ask them to change it to a red bracelet, and I'll wear red for the month of February. This is just a sign of good luck and prosperity in Asian culture. And so annoyingly, I only want to wear red, say for like a month, and then I want to change it back to pink. And I sometimes don't want to have to go all the way out of my way to go to a Cartier store to get it done. In an ideal world, when I go to the Cartier store to get it changed, they would take it into the bag, take off this pink cord, put on the red one, and then come out with my bracelet on the red cord and give me the pink cord. But annoyingly, Cartier only give you the bracelet on the new cord, and they always dispose of the old cord. So there's no way for you to actually accumulate these and change these over yourself at home. However, as I said, these are just like very simple like silk bracelets. So you could just go to an arts and crafts store and purchase one yourself to do at home. Something that I've even seen some Cartiers overseas do, I've never seen a Cartier in Australia do this, but some stores, depending on how generous the sales associate that you're dealing with, even give you 2 cords, and that's what looks like this. Again, there's no cost for this. You just pick 2 cords that you like and they'll double them up together. Something else I've really considered doing with this bracelet that I haven't yet, and I think I could do whenever I feel like, is purchasing a gold bracelet to just change over whenever I want and alternate between the silk cord and the gold bracelet. So Cartier don't actually sell one themselves like suited for this bracelet, but you could go to any local jewelry store, and if you just purchase any gold chain, you could just loop it through the triple circle figurine here and turn this into like a gold bracelet on a chain. That I think would help make the bracelet be a little bit more dressy for if you're going to say a formal or a wedding or something, just more of like an evening look. In terms of servicing and cleaning, as I mentioned, because there is such a little amount of gold on this bracelet, there's not really much to clean, and the silk cord bracelet Cartier can't clean, they'll just replace for free. However, you can at any time that you want take it to any Cartier store in the world and ask them to do a polish and a clean, and they'll just take a little ultrasonic cleaner and like a polishing cloth to the very small 3 circular bands. It does help microscopically, in my opinion, like improve the shine and just like the glistening of the gold. But again, it is such a small amount of gold on the bracelet that I personally don't really think it's worth it. Thank you so much for watching this video though. I hope I answered all of your questions about Cartier's silk cord Trinity bracelet. If you're thinking of purchasing it, I hope this helped answer any questions you have. If you had this bracelet and didn't know that you could change the color of the band whenever you want, I hope you know that now and you have fun traveling the world to every Cartier store collecting as many colors as you can. Please comment down below any extra questions that I didn't answer and I'll get to them, and let me know if you guys have any topics you'd like to see for my next video.